Hail, ComicsGate, and welcome again to another episode of Indiegogo Spotlight. Today, we are taking a look at Kurt Zauer's Spectress and Sabanion, I believe is how you pronounce it. Though, Kurt, if you happen to see this and I am pronouncing that incorrectly, please let me know. Anyway, we've got issues 1 through 4 of this book available. Kurt has evidently, as I was reading here, he has crowdfunded this book 3 other times on Kickstarter, and he's coming over to Indiegogo just recently to try it out. So I don't know if he's ComicsGate or not, but I checked him out, and he seems like a real solid dude who really likes comics, and he's got a good one here, and he's put in the work, and he's delivered. I don't think you can get 3 issues in without delivering, and he's got a full list of things available for you to check out. So let's go ahead and just dig right into it. The story. Take a look at this cover. This cover was done by the interior artist. I really like it. My only critique of it is that I want to zoom in to her so that the hold on, let me shmurpa this and we can okay. I gotta zoom out. The only thing I would say, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but the only thing I would say is if you made her up here, where the top of that sword is right here, and then made it so that it was much more of a triangle here, I think that would be really cool. But otherwise, this is a great cover. I love this. I love these inks, and this is a good example of when you can take a crowded field with a lot of figures and you can really make it very muddy. But this artist, and I believe his name this is the interior artist. But if you're not careful with the inks and you don't let some spots breathe, you can make it very muddy looking and very unclear. And I'm guilty of that. Excuse me. Anyway, let's go check this out. Boop. Okay. What it's about. Let me do my movie voice. Spectress and Sabanion is a supernatural horror story about Anexi, a.k.a. Spectress, the ghost of Cleopatra's top assassin. Anexi died defending Cleopatra against the Romans and has lived as a ghost for centuries. Over time, she's learned to rejoin the world of the living. She is at the cusp of finding purpose in the modern world, but she is bound by an ancient curse to a demon named Sabanion. As Anexi pushes more into the world of the living, she must drag Sabanion with her. So that was my best movie guy voice. So that's a really interesting premise. I love the idea that she's Cleopatra's top assassin. That by itself, just even without all the ethereal elements in here, would be enough for a really good story. So let's take a look. I'm guessing this is Sabanion. This is Anexi, the aforementioned Anexi, and they are in the modern world because we got this guy throwing a gun, and obviously they're in the modern world. But I know what I like too about this is that this artist really does handle very well going back and forth. At least it seems back and forth. I'm sure that there's cutaways to the past, but going back and forth between contemporary and ancient Egyptian and Roman environment. So about this, well, let's just take a look. I don't like reading. That's why I like picture books. So let's skip the reading part. These are a lot of covers. You have a lot of covers for issue 4, and I don't know how that works. I don't know, do you still get the same bulk rate for purchasing comics, regardless of how many covers you have? It's I don't know how people do this. Like, I can understand like one or two, and this is not a critique, by the way. It's just it's more amazement than anything else. Like, I just don't know how this works. A lot of excellent covers. My favorite ones are, let's see, I really like this one by the interior artist Topper Helmers. I'm sorry. Mog Parks is one I really like. You got this sort of Egyptian, Nouveau Egyptian kind of design work, like an old Art Nouveau illustration border. So I really like that. And I'm sure it's hard to see right here, but I'm sure there's like it looks like there's Egyptian motifs all throughout. I was a toss up on this one, but I really like it because it's really sexy. So that's what it gets. It's very sexy. So another thing I like, if you're into like ancient Egypt, well, not ancient. It wasn't ancient. It was actually modern Egypt, I would say. But if you're into Egypt and the Roman Empire and spirits and ghosts and assassins and attractive, immortal Egyptian women, this is the book for you. And now, and another thing I like too. This is something that I think that a lot of more people should add, unless you really just can't spare the room, are a little introductory bits about the creators themselves. At least for me, maybe it's because I'm an artist, maybe it's because I'm a geek, but I do like to get an idea of who is behind the book. Not so much as like, I'm interested in learning all about you, but like, it's like, what is it? I don't know. Maybe it is I want to learn about you. Nevertheless, I like seeing that. Now, my only real critique of the actual campaign itself is, well, there's two. Number one, you've got a lot of stuff. And that makes the Indiegogo campaign really, really long. And for impatient dummies like me, that'll sometimes, not maliciously, but just out of like, I only got 5 minutes to check a thing out. Let me see what's going on real quick. It can be a while because I'm still scrolling. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like on a cell phone, because that would be like spinning a lot. So what I would say to combat that is, and I don't know if, I'm sure Kickstarter does this, but Indiegogo has a featured tier or featured perk feature. So what you can do is, and this is another strategy, I think, for creators to take advantage of impatient dummies like me. Get the featured tier perk with everything that I need to affordably read all of your books, because it's, if I'm coming for a comic, like for me, I just like the comics. I just want to buy the comics. I don't really care about the tchotchkes or the bookmarks and stickers and stuff. I just want the comics. If I had more money, I would buy original art, but so I do care about that. I think you should absolutely add that. But a featured tier with like, and you have one here. It's just, I got to scroll all the way down. Where is it? This one. This is what you'd want to do as the featured tier. Print Ketchup standard covers. $38, very clearly written. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to get. Everything's this right here. This where it says one claimed. You put this as a featured tier. I think of the eyes that come into your campaign, that's going to catch them. That's going to catch me. And yeah, so anyway, that's my only gripe. But otherwise, this is a real solidly illustrated story. The premise is really compelling. The artwork is good, and there's a lot of interesting alternate covers for the fourth issue. So, and this guy has delivered before, which is important. And I took a look through his Twitter, and I didn't see him being nasty to any customers, or he's just all business straight. He's got a YouTube out, and all of this is in the description. So you can go to his. Oh, this is a video that I was checking out. Let's see. This is his channel right here, Kurt Zauer. This is the man himself right here with his chin. And then he's also, and link in the description for his YouTube. This is his Instagram, and there's a link in the description for that. He's got Twitter. Oh, well, this is telling me I should go sign up for Twitter again. Here's his Twitter. So he's all about comics. He's 100% in. Oh, and he's got a website too. So I'll add that as well. So go ahead and take a look at. Oh, which one? There it is. Okay. Take a look at Spectress and Sabanion. And Kurt, if I mispronounced that, I apologize. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day. I said good day.